Hi guys, guess what? We're on to chapter 11. You know it, Princess Pulverizer, grilled cheese, and dragons. Here we go. A few seconds later, the princess and the knight and the dragon were all safely outside the ogre's castle. But Princess Pulverizer knew it wouldn't be long before the ogre dug his way out of the pile of what was left of his treasures, and when he did, he was sure to come after them. "Okay, Dribble," she said, "the only thing left for you to do is to carry us to safety." "Why do I have to carry you guys?" Dribble asked her. "You can run all on your own." "Yes, we can," Princess Pulverizer agreed, "but Lucas and I only have 2 feet each. You have 4, and you can move faster." Dribble thought about it for a moment. He was obviously unable to come up with an argument because he finally said, "Okay, climb on." Lucas scrambled onto his friend's back. He climbed up high on Dribble's neck. "Please don't let me fall off," he begged. "Don't worry, pal," Dribble assured him. "I would never let anything happen to you." Princess Pulverizer climbed up the dragon's tail onto his back. "Okay, Dribble," she ordered, "take us to the Queen of Sugarmeister." It seemed to Princess Pulverizer that she and Lucas had been riding on Dribble's back for a very long time. She was tired and hungry and very, very cranky. To make matters worse, Dribble was still feeling pretty gassy. So not only was the ride bumpy, it was smelly too. "I sure could go for one of those grilled cheese sandwiches now," Princess Pulverizer grumbled. "I'm starving." "Don't complain," Dribble called back to her between huffs and puffs. "I'm the one doing all the work here. This is the longest road I've ever been on. Are you sure we're going in the right direction?" "The 2 women were definitely headed this way when I heard them talking about the Queen's jewels," Princess Pulverizer told him. "And they were definitely from Sugarmeister." "I see a palace!" Lucas shouted, suddenly from his perch high atop Dribble's neck. It was just that big hill. "I can't climb another hill," Dribble groaned. "Sure you can," Princess Pulverizer said. "No, I can't," Dribble insisted. "My stomach hurts too badly, probably because someone fed me way too much gruel." Princess Pulverizer frowned. Maybe she'd gone a little too far with that last spoonful. "How about we take a break?" she finally suggested. "Dribble, you need the rest, and we could all use a little snack." "Not me," Dribble groaned as he let out another stinky burp. "I don't want to see food again for a long time." "Come on, just one little sandwich," the princess pleaded. She cocked her head to one side, smiled broadly, and crossed her eyes. "Are you okay?" Dribble asked her. "You look kind of ill." Princess Pulverizer frowned. Apparently her special face had no effect on dragons. "I'm kind of hungry too. If you wouldn't mind making a few little sandwiches, I'd really appreciate it, Dribble," Lucas asked politely. "Okay, pal, sure," Dribble said, "since you asked so nicely." Princess Pulverizer was amazed. All Lucas had to do to get what he wanted was to ask politely. Wow. Who would have thought that would work? Princess Pulverizer said a little while later as she took a big bite of her grilled cheese sandwich. "This tastes amazing. Dribble's the best dragon chef anywhere," Lucas said proudly. Princess Pulverizer laughed. "He's probably the only dragon chef anywhere," she said. Dribble gave her a look. Princess Pulverizer frowned. The dragon sure was sensitive. "But that doesn't mean your grilled cheese isn't delicious," she added quickly. "Thank you," Dribble replied. "Lucas, we're really lucky you brought cheese and bread with you," Princess Pulverizer continued. "That was good thinking. We might all have starved otherwise." "I guess Lucas and I are kind of handy to have around," Dribble said to the princess. Princess Pulverizer looked at the dragon, who had burped her to safety, and then looked at her timid knight in training, who had come prepared with food. The princess hated to admit it, but Dribble was right. "I guess I do need a little help sometime," she said. Dribble smiled. "The 3 of us actually make a pretty good team," he said. "Team?" Princess Pulverizer asked. Who said anything about a team? I'm on this quest of kindness on my own. You'll never get into night school with that way, Lucas told her. Why not? The princess demanded. Because nights are all about teamwork. They taught us that when I was in night school. You have to learn to work well with others, Lucas said. Princess Pulverizer thought about it for a minute. The royal knights of Imperia did seem to go off on their quests in groups. Maybe that was because they each had their own talents and their own failings. Each knight picked up the other's slack. Well, come on then, Princess Pulverizer said as she suddenly hopped to her feet. Come on where? Dribble asked her. To Sugarmeister Castle, the princess replied. I mean, we have some jewels to return. See you in chapter 12.